Nobles and high-ranking officials, desperate to find the elixir of immortality, set their sights on death row prisoners. They sent these convicts to a small island called Fairyland to search for the medicine, promising that whoever found it would be pardoned. The island sounded like a paradise, but in truth, it was eerie everywhere, a deadly, man-eating trap. Earlier, the authorities had sent over 60 men to investigate, and none of them were ever heard from again. The only boat that drifted back was covered in bright, vivid flowers. When someone curiously picked up the flowers, they were terrified beyond belief. Beneath the petals lay the mutilated limbs and flesh of the investigators. After that, the government sent 5 more investigation teams, all meeting the same horrible fate. There was only one man who returned alive, his body covered in boils. But the next day, flowers began to bloom out of those boils, until he was no longer human or ghost, his appearance utterly horrifying. Fearing the death row prisoners might escape, the authorities assigned an executioner to each of them. The slightest sign of disobedience, and they would be killed on the spot among the prisoners. Hachimaru was the most extraordinary. His body was unbelievably tough. No form of torture could harm him. He was once sentenced to be torn apart by oxen. They tried to rip him in two, but the 2 oxen worked themselves to death, and Hachimaru didn't have a single scratch on him. Next, they took him to be beheaded. The executioner's strike would have turned an ordinary man into pulp. Yet, the blade chipped. Hachimaru didn't even break the skin. Burning at the stake left him unharmed. They threw him into a cauldron of boiling oil. And in the end, the cauldron exploded. Hachimaru still emerged unhurt, as if nothing had happened.